Eminence Front X5 and Larry Word here, coming to you from just outside of Las Vegas, near the Spring Mountain area. Actually, we're in the Spring Mountains themselves. We're on the Las Vegas side of that. I guess this would be the northern part of the Spring Mountains. I'm not quite sure. Please check it out on the maps. But we're going to the Carole Lombard crash site today. And it's a beautiful day out. It's not windy at all. It's about I think the lows are in the 50s today and the highs in the 75s Fahrenheit, and everything looks good. So we're packed up with water, our provisions, whatnot, and we're going to make our way up this hillside here behind this cabin and see what we can see up there at the Carole Lombard crash site. Come along, guys. Some interesting little bits of information about this flight. It was a DC-3. I believe it went down in 1942, and I believe, 22 passengers, one of which was Carole Lombard, who apparently, from what we're finding out, was coming back from a USO tour, basically promoting and selling war bonds. Now, she was on her way back, and she was getting on this flight here, and she was bumped for some servicemen, which she argued that she should not be bumped because, well, she worked for the USO. So she got onto the flight, and she probably regrets that a little bit, but that's what happened. That's what we're reading. And what else? Some of the parts, like big engine parts, are still up there. This was a DC-3 twin engine prop driven aircraft. We believe they were off course a bit, and they ran into a hillside. So that's how it happened in a short story, I guess. But we're gonna go check this out. I'm tickled to death to be able to come along on this this adventure, because literally it was last minute, like I was saying, and it's hard to get last minute time in with Sarah Wonder Hussey, because she's really kind of planned out way out into the future. But something popped up. We had some time today, and we decided last minute to try and do this. It was the weather was right. Things just opened up for both of us as far as our schedules go, and yeah, we're gonna go ahead and march on and check it out. We got a little ways to go from here. We just took a little pit stop to get some video done, some food, and some drink, and we're on our way. We're on our way up there. That's crazy. You see that little cell tower up there? Yeah. Apparently Sarah has actually tried to get to this place. She failed. She tried it from the top down, and today we're trying it from the bottom up. Hopefully we'll be successful today. I don't like going on these things and not being successful. I'm a little stubborn with that, and I'm afraid that will get me in trouble someday. But this is, I guess, a class 2 hike at some points. It's just really steep, but very doable from what we're reading. So we're gonna go check it out. It's gonna be a longer than expected time-wise on a short 2-mile hike due to this elevation change that we're gonna be going through. So that's it in a nutshell, folks. You wanna come with us? Okay, right there. So where's my hand pointing? So yeah, we're going. It's really hard to see in this monitor where exactly we're going. So I'm gonna turn the camera around. And where we're going is right up in there. Yeah, we got to hike up that. Holy crap. Yikes. So yeah, we're going to travel down this road here. Further down, you can't see it here, but it goes across a little wash and over there in this area, and we start our hike from that point in. But we're parked right next to the cabin, and there's Sarah's whip. I believe she's getting some video done on the other side of the cabin here, using this as her backdrop. We'll see if we can get some interview time with Sarah. So it's sticking to my main theme of being out in the middle of nowhere. This is truly in the middle of nowhere. Now, when the accident happened in 1942, it took them almost a full day before they could actually reach, rescue teams could actually reach the crash site. I think it was 17, 18, 19 hours, something like that. Yeah, that's really sad, you know. No survivors, of course. Even if there were survivors, they probably wouldn't have lasted that long without help. It's really sad, but yeah, a lot of people died up there, and we'll treat that with respect. It's really sad. But it is a destination that's been on my radar for quite a while. It's a grueling hike, and it's very difficult just to get here. If you don't have a high clearance, four-wheel drive, at least on the level that Sarah has, I would not recommend this. This is not X5-able. The Eminence from X5 is excluded from trips like these. We're in the smooth part right now, but we were going through some very, very rough, really big boulder type off-roading, and Sarah was even getting a little concerned. So yeah, but we made it through, and we're fine. This is not something we can't overcome, but I think the big test for me is coming. The vertical climb that we have to make up this thing to get to the site. You would think the site would, you know, be further down the mountain, you know, but it's not. So here we go. Man, okay. So we've started our ascent, I guess, to the plane crash site of Carole Lombard. And it's steep, folks. It's no joke. And it's not really a trail. Once you get to the spot, which you can find online with some simple poking around, but if you come out here, be eagle eyes or have a navigator, because we could have missed it. And we just happened to stop to get our bearings and realize we're at the parking spot. Yeah, it's steep climb, and I'm enjoying it, but it's getting dark, as you can see. We're in the shadows already. So I'm gonna turn this back on when we get to our first spot of wreckage, which should be in this wash as we go up closer to the cliffs, which we're gonna have to scale up. Talk to you guys in a few. No wreckage yet, but we're headed up this guy here on our way up to there. But check this out. Well, I guess you can't see. Oh, there it is. Las Vegas. That girl's home right there.
Viva Las Vegas. All those people sitting there watching football when they could be out here in the fresh air getting exercise.
Indeed. And it is exercise. It's quite a bit of a hike here. We're pushing on. Updates to follow. There's Las Vegas, our route up this way, up this little ravine or wash. We're headed up this way. And on top of that, all the way across to the crash site. We didn't quite make it. We were in the general area, but we were just north of the crash site. So it was close, but no dice. So we're going to try it again another time. We ran out of daylight. Excuse me. I'm trying to navigate some rocks here and big trees. Okay, so we'll try it another time, but it doesn't always work out. Sometimes it takes a couple tries. Sometimes you never make it. But this one got us the first time out, but we could see the general area that we're supposed to be in, we're assuming. But we're going to have to do a little more research on that. Hey.
Yeah.
Okay, so the interview question for the day, night in this case, because, well, Larry fucked up the hike
Larry.
down.
Larry, such language. I've never heard that talk like that.
Well, we'll have to seclude this to just Patreon only.
Larry, I like this Patreon, Larry. Can I be Patreon Wonder Hussy?
You can be, yes.
I can cuss? Oh my god, but
you
these
can do
people
anything
freaked
you
out
want
when
here.
I cussed too much in my early videos. They didn't like it.
Well, this is my video.
Oh, okay.
So,
God damn it.
Yeah, those rules don't apply here.
Okay, what do you guys want to know? Ask
So,
me anything.
I've got a question. It's kind of a personal question.
Uh-oh, okay.
It pertains to me specifically. but,
Uh-oh. Putting me on the spot. Awkward.
And I've often wondered this myself, so it's kind of a genuine question. Now, we met at Ballarat at a festival called Freedom Days, and I guess, contacted you a few times before that. We kind of knew each other, but this was really the first time of meeting me.
Definitely.
So I was a little freaked out. I really was new and didn't know what was going on, but what made you accept a person like me coming into your little world of YouTube and your circle of friends that you had at the Freedom Days?
I welcome everybody into my circle of friends. I'm pretty loose, Larry. I mean, part of it was you were cool and we like clicked right away, but I don't know, I'm genuinely pretty open. If somebody comes up to me at a festival and, oh hey, sit down, have a beer, like I'm pretty welcoming.
Yeah.
But you did, like, I don't know, something about your personality, the cut of your jib, as it were, just
Okay.
sort of, you fit right in, man, and the whole gang took to you.
Okay. I did enjoy everyone, and okay, so it was just your normal everyday filtering people out.
Yeah.
Over time, because we were there 2 or 3 days. You got to know me. So
I did.
yeah, she doesn't normally put chapstick on during an interview, but today it happens.
My lips were feeling a little dry.
We were on a hike up to the Carole Lombard.
We were
crash
trying to
site.
hike Mount Potosi to get to the plane crash site where Carole Lombard died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't make it, and on the way down, I boo-booed my foot. Probably not the best thing to do, but you know, things don't always go right, and we were trying to fix one problem by hurrying down, or I was trying to hurry down this wash, and I shouldn't have done that. And I was also a little cocky, I tried doing my YouTube
He was
thing.
vlogging while he was hiking down a wash at dusk. You know.
Not the safest thing to be doing.
Well, it was just an accident. Your foot caught in a root and you took a tumble.
Yeah, but I should have been paying a lot more attention. Anyway, thank you for your time.
Oh, no problem. I mean, feel free to ask me anything, anytime.
Awesome. Thank you very much.